Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Leonard Josiah with the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service here with 11 a.m. update on potential tropical cyclone number 5. Yes, it remains a potential tropical cyclone as of 11 a.m. this morning. I'll be talking to you a little bit more about that in the next couple of minutes, but let's talk to you about some watches or warnings. As of 11 a.m. this morning, tropical storm warnings continue in effect for Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, St. Kitts Nevis, Anguilla, even the British Virgin Islands as far west as Puerto Rico. That tropical storm warning is also in effect for Guadeloupe. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions, winds in excess of 39 miles an hour, are possible within the watched warning area. And for us here, all these islands are faced with the potential of tropical storm conditions within the next 24 hours. And we are suggesting to you, for us right now, that we wanted to monitor this particular system very, very closely because things are going to be changing rather quickly with respect to it. You're looking at a rather ragged representation of potential tropical cyclone number 5 as of this morning. You're seeing all these bands of clouds here, but we are not necessarily looking at a center yet. And the center is likely to form someplace within this particular area. We were monitoring a center someplace at the back here, but the National Hurricane Center and the aircraft, they are suggesting that there is a possibility that the center may be wanting to reform in the area just about here, but we are unable to close off a center just as of yet. It's racing towards the west, and the islands of the Eastern Caribbean islands, Antigua and Barbados, even further towards the south, Trinidad and Tobago. Let me get out of the shot so you can see it a little better. Antigua and Barbuda right here, Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts, the British Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. So in terms of the islands right here, yeah, we're looking at the system just to the east, about 425 miles just to the east of the island chain. As of 11 a.m. this morning, was located at 15.1 degrees north, 55.6 degrees west, or 425 miles approximately in terms of the center, located just to the east, southeast of Antigua and the rest of the Leeward Islands. It's racing towards the west at just about 26 miles an hour. Get that, 26 miles an hour, and the maximum sustained winds are 35 miles an hour. Pressure at 1010, and with it racing towards the west like this, is a possibility that it can be in our vicinity sometime during the course of the nighttime hours tonight. However, the forecast track suggests that it will slow itself down just a little bit more tonight. So in terms of westerly at 26, we may get westerly at 20 or 18, bringing it over the island chain sometime during the course of the early morning hours tomorrow. Well, in terms of Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Leeward Islands, the center is forecast to pass just to the north of Guadeloupe. If this particularly holds true, it means then that Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Leeward Islands will be perched into the northern quadrant of the storm where most of the winds are. If it veers towards just to the north of Barbuda, then we will be in the sheltered area. But for right now, the track forecast suggests that it will pass just to the south of Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Leeward Islands, meaning that we will be in the northern quadrant, and the likelihood of stronger winds will be higher. Take a look at what we are forecasting. 11 a.m. located right here, becoming a tropical storm someplace just to the east of the island chain, passing over Guadeloupe. All the islands are north of the center, meaning that we are perched in the northern quadrant of the storm before moving out towards the west northwest over Puerto Rico and becoming a hurricane, bringing the islands of Bermuda into greater focus as a hurricane. For in terms of the impacts, here's what we can expect, because we believe that this is more of a rainmaker than anything else. Yes, we are looking for 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, which I will just discuss with you in a few minutes with respect to the impacts. But rainfall, this is a graphic from the National Hurricane Center. Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, St. Kitts Nevis, even Anguilla and the British Virgin Islands, we're in the zone of rainfall between 4 to 6 inches. Even higher amounts can be experienced in isolated areas. So we're looking at the rainmakers of this particular swath over the Leeward Islands and also for the British Virgin Islands. There's a possibility that we will be issuing flash flood advisories or flash flood watches beginning this afternoon for the potential of flooding during the next 24 hours. If you're living in flood prone areas, definitely you would want to move to safer grounds because of the likelihood of flooding. Here's what we can expect with respect to the winds. We're looking at Antigua and Barbuda, areas of interest of Antigua, Barbuda, Montserrat, St. Kitts, Nevis, Anguilla, and the British Virgin Islands. Here's what we can expect. We're looking at winds in the region of 40 to 50 miles an hour. Why are we giving these ranges? It's because of the fact that as the potential tropical cyclone moves on towards the west, there is a very strong likelihood that it can be strengthening at the very same time. Don't be surprised that we have a stronger system. So we're looking at 40 to 50 mile an hour winds for Antigua and Barbuda, a little less for Barbuda. Montserrat 40 to 50 miles because we're closer to the center. St. Kitts Nevis 40 to 50 miles, Anguilla 30 to 40 miles, and British Virgin Islands 40 to 55 mile an hour winds. Definitely, if you're vulnerable because of flying debris, etc., it would not necessarily be a harm to protect your wind with your shutters. In terms of rainfall, again, Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands, we are likely to see 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, and we can even get higher in isolated mounds. If you're living in flood-prone areas, you would really want to move to an area that is particularly safe, but because of the potential for flooding, we are likely to issue flash flood watches during the course of the afternoon going on into the evening. Your seas also will respond. Antigua and Barbuda right down to the British Virgin Islands 7 to 10 feet, and currently there is a small craft advisory in place. All of that is likely to be increased to a warning in the next couple of hours because of the likelihood of the potential cyclone being in our area. Another aircraft will be in that particular system later this afternoon, at which point we'll have an update for you. But for us here in Antigua and Barbuda, we will be keeping you abreast with the changes with respect to potential tropical cyclone number 5, which can become Tropical Storm Ernesto. These are the areas that you can log on to for us here in Antigua and Barbuda, our hotline, our website. We are your trusted weather source. For social media, you would certainly want to give us a like, give us a thumbs up as we continue to keep you abreast with the changes with respect to potential tropical cyclone number 5. I'm Leonard Josiah with the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services, and when the weather is the weather, you keep weathering your weather in spite of the weather. Whether you like it or not, I'm Leonard Josiah wishing you a safe and productive day. We'll keep you abreast with the potential changes to potential tropical cyclone number 5.